Hey everybody, this is James Gorey. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you got here through the Epic Times, thank you. You may know I write for the Epic Times on a variety of things, a lot of China articles, um, current events. So I appreciate that. Also, you may have gotten here through the Banana Republican, my website, uh, which I haven't contributed to for a while, but I'm going to start. Okay, so anyway, welcome to the channel. Hey, today I'm going to talk about the surprise. They call it a surprise. Um, Surplus in June. Hey, government's ahead of the curve. Tariffs didn't kill the didn't make it worse. They made it better. And the tariff income and tax income. So let's break that down really quickly. The fact is that tariff income isn't a horrible thing, but the high level picture here, first of all, let me back up a little bit. The high level picture is that look, all the experts said the tariffs were going to destroy the country, going to destroy the economy, put people out of work, destroy international trade, all that kind of things. Well, they were wrong. And there's a very important takeaway from that right off the bat, right from the get-go, and that is this. Tariffs are like anything else. They work in certain areas, certain times, and certain times they don't work. It depends on what's going on. It depends on the situation. If we look at the position of the U.S. economy relative to other economies, the consumption, the demand from the U.S. is such that these other countries have to have the U.S. buying their goods. So, and Trump knows that. I'm not saying Trump is right on everything, but he's right here. And the fact is that he can do that calculation. I mean, he did go to the Wharton School of Business, which is no mean feat. So the reality is that tariffs work when conditions are right for them to work. And then if conditions are poor for them to work, they don't work. But in this case, they are working. And they're working because the need to access the U.S. market is greater than the pain inflicted by the tariffs. That's the cost-benefit ratio that all these countries are working out, and Trump worked that ahead of time, obviously. And that's not being taught and discussed, but that's the reality. Well, most of the people discussing this in the news are economic morons. They're just maybe ideologues. They just mouth what they're told to say. But when you look at it that way, oh, does this country need the U.S. market? And they're profiting by this much? Well, they can afford to pay a tariff of this much and still profit a little bit, and that money goes right into our coffers. And that's something like $300 billion so far. And the flip side of that is, yeah, they may be importing less, but the flip side of that is other Trump policies in terms of energy costs. Oil costs are dropping. Food costs are dropping. And so what happens when the cost of living drops? Economic activity increases. People are hiring more. When people are hiring more people are working. When more people are working, you get to tax more people. And that's what's happened. Tax receipts have increased. So now we've got a $27 billion surplus for June. That hasn't happened in a couple of years, close to at least. So that's the big news here. And again, the takeaway here is, we'll make it very short and sweet. Just because someone says tariffs are bad doesn't mean they're bad. That's like saying, well, people drown, so water's bad. Well, it depends. People need water, right? And the fact is that one of the first things that George Washington did when he became president was slap tariffs on the UK. Why did he do that? Because he needed to protect our business, to give our local businesses a chance to compete and a chance to, for the economy to grow. And it did. So again, it's context, which is sorely lacking in news coverage these days. Everything works when the conditions are right for things to work. And if tariffs are levied against countries that can't afford to have any wiggle room, and they can get it elsewhere, and there's other demand, then they're less effective. But most people don't know that. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at tariffs that are working. The proof is in the pudding. We have a surplus. We have more people working, lower prices, and higher tax revenue. It's a win, 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 win. Hey, I'm James Gorey. Thanks so much for watching. Check us out. If you would, give us a like or a subscribe and a thumbs up and comment, please. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.